law school, always balancing the scales, and became a lawyer. And even though her external practice today is elder law, we in Ocala really believe that her true calling is to be a baker. Colleen always thinks of others when she's baking. She's dedicated to quality in everything she makes. And according to her mother, when she was growing up, her grandmother baked a special Christmas star cookie every year at Christmas time. And when she passed away, Colleen was determined to carry on the family tradition. She worked and worked until she perfected the cookie recipe, and it looked and tasted just like her grandmother's had. And now Colleen carries on the tradition. How sweet it is. Now I think this poem sums up Colleen's baking. Baking is what I do best. Try a truffle and you'll be impressed. Vanilla, spices, and some flour. I'll be busy for many hours. I cook with no excuses at all. Homemade goods beat them all. You see, chocolate, Oreos, and cream cheese. I see a way to make truffles with ease. Yeast, flour, water I turn to dough. A loaf of bread to you I bestow. Any excuse I can find at all. I'll make a cake 6 inches tall. She makes great cakes. Now, I know that there's some of you out there that have tasted, many of us in our district, Colleen's baked goodies or cakes, and you know how good they are, how sweet it is. Well, the time has come to install the Altrusa International How Sweet It Is District 3 Bakery for the 2013-2015 biennium, also known as the District Officer Installation. But before we move forward, on behalf of all the members of our District 3, I would like to thank Governor Beverly Hardy for all of the work that she did serving our district for the last 2 years. This board dealt with a lot of changes and new implementations, serving as a link between clubs and Altrusa International. They provided clarity, flexibility, and inclusion to lead us to a better community. So please join us as we show our appreciation for a job well done. So I would really like the members of our wonderful club, Ocala, Florida, to come and prepare for the interactive installation. What I'd like to, I'm going to call you in this order, and I'd like you please to walk that way, receive your whatever they're going to do for you, and walk all the way to the end. Kind of just a little right here in the middle. Make sure that you're always looking there at the Skype because we want Mom and Dad to see us too. I'm going to start please with past Governor Beverly Hardy. Would you please walk that way, ma'am? Thank you. Next, I'd like to have our parliamentarian, Beth Cribb, and then Secretary Angela Perry. Yes, ma'am. But you need your apron. You still get an apron. You're not out of the woods yet. And the directors, please: Lida Kaufman, Lori Fartaglia, and Mary Powell. Remember, stay in your order, please. After that, Treasurer Susie Meyer. Christy Bryant, Vice Governor. Our Governor-elect, Norma Tooten. And last but not least, our Governor, Colleen Duras.
Yeah, no, you need that as well. Yeah, okay. Well, will it be okay what measure here? She needs that as well. She's the master baker. Thank you.
Don't they look prepared?
Woohoo! Brenda? Outgoing Governor Beverly Hardy. Beverly, if you would take a step forward, please. Thank you, ma'am. Your leadership and service to our district these past 2 years has been outstanding. And under your leadership, our district has accomplished many great things. Something really special was the gift of the club banners for all of the clubs in our district, and we thank you and your board for that. We know that you will continue to give service and leadership to our district through your help and encouragement to the new board of directors. Will you accept the duties of mentoring and encouraging our district through your office as immediate past governor?
Gladly.
Thank you. Now, your responsibilities in the How Sweet It Is District Bakery will be to occasionally sample items for quality control. You will not need any kitchen skills to accomplish this, so for you we have a gift card to purchase a cake from Betty Cakes of Ocala. And the apron is just for show. Parliamentarian Beth Cribb. Although yours is not an elected position, it is with the utmost confidence in your ability that Governor Colleen has entrusted you to serve as our district parliamentarian for this biennium. Following Robert's Rules of Order, you will keep our board on task and impartial. And as the parliamentary baker of the How Sweet It Is District Bakery, you will need this digital timer to assist you in keeping accurate time. We are sure that you will use it often, especially that 2-minute setting. You are now equipped to serve as Parliamentary Advisor Baker. Secretary Angela Perry. Although yours as well is not an elected position, Governor Duras has selected you to serve as the district secretary. You are asked to give written service to the governor and the District 3 Board of Directors. You will be responsible for recording all the activities of the board, along with keeping an historical permanent record of district conferences. Through your diligence, you will help expedite some of the duties of the governor. Angela Perry, will you accept the duties of the district secretary?
Yes.
Well, we are equipping you. We're not going to put you out there alone. We are giving you a whisk. This tool is most important to make that batter smooth and to be consistent in your position as Secretary Assistant Baker in the How Sweet It Is District Bakery. Thank you. Directors, you all three can come up at once because you're new to the board. It's okay. Lyda Kaufman, Lori Fatavia, and Mary Powell, please take your step up. As newly elected directors, you will be providing service and leadership to our district, accepting the tasks assigned to you by the governor. You will also help in implementing the goals and the strategies in the district's strategic plan, and you will act as liaisons between clubs and the district board. Your help with service will be significant, as you are the voice of the clubs in our district. Lyda Kaufman, Lori Fatavia, and Mary Powell, will you accept the duties of district directors? Well, we are equipping you too as director assistant bakers with spatulas. We know that those are going to be most helpful to you as you are scooping up information for your assigned clubs, along with stirring, mixing, or cleaning out the bowls, anything that your master baker asks of you to do. And she does think it's okay if you lick that spatula occasionally. Treasurer Susie Nye. You have been elected as the treasurer to give financial service and leadership to our district. You will be responsible for recording all revenues and expenditures in a timely manner, along with preparing and reporting financial statements, and reporting to our governor, our district board, and to our membership at our annual conferences. Susie Meyer, do you accept the duties of district treasurer? I do. Thank you. No worries. We have the perfect gift for you as the treasurer assistant baker at the House Sweet It Is Bakery, a measuring cup. Now you'll be able to do your job with great accuracy, which is extremely important for baking. Christy Bryan, Vice Governor. You have been elected to serve as the Vice Governor. Your service to the district will consist of utilizing the talents of leadership, service, and the experiences you have gained in Altrusa. And as a more seasoned member of our district and the board of directors, you may be called upon the governor to take charge of tasks and duties as needed, along with serving again as a liaison to clubs and to any other committee that may arise if the governor assigns you to. Christy Bryan, do you accept the duties of Vice Governor? No fear. We're giving you a most needed tool as the Vice Governor Assistant Baker in the House Sweet It Is District Bakery, a peeler. It will assist you as you peel off those layers and dig deep into your assigned tasks. Norma Tootin, Governor-elect. Norma, you have been elected to serve our district as the governor-elect. You will be the right-hand person to the governor and may be called on to step into the position if the situation should arise. Use the next 2 years to continue to lead and grow and prepare for your incoming term as governor. Having already board experience too, you will be called upon to do tasks and the overseeing of our district with our governor. Absorb as much as you can as you attend your governor-elect training next summer, and you begin now preparing for your time of governance. Norma Tootin, will you accept the duties of governor-elect? No fear, we have the perfect tool for you. This grater will help you refine your skills and zest, which is an essential part of some ingredients required in baking. But please be careful not to scrape your knuckles. Oh, Colleen. Governor, Colleen Davis. Good stuff. We have some things for you, so you need a little space. You have been elected to serve in the highest position in our district. Our membership has voted you to this position because of the faith and the confidence they have had all along with you. The duties are many, but you will have the help of your board of directors to help you in any way they can. You also have the experience of your immediate past governor, Beverly Hardy, and along with many other past governors in our district who are willing to share their experiences or lend a listening ear at any time. We have confidence that under your leadership, our district will continue to grow as leaders in service in this biennium. Many Altrusans have tasted your baked goodies and know how special they are. You add love, grace, and dignity and compassion to everything you bake. Because of the responsibility you now have as the master baker of the House Sweet It Is District Bakery, we feel that we needed to equip you with some essential items. But before that, we'd like to ask you, Colleen, do you accept the responsibility as governor for our district?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Whew. I'm sweating now. All right. No fear, Colleen. We have it for you. Would you like to put on her chef's jacket for her? An apron simply won't do because you're going to be in the front line of the store greeting old and meeting new customers. This jacket indicates that you really are the master chef of the bakery. All right, now you also we wanted to equip you with a few more tools being the governor. So we have a basket for you And in that basket, you do have some tools I'd like you to hold up as I call them out, okay? You can use that basket to carry around all of the things you'll need at visits, meetings, and conferences. We're also expecting cookies at every club visit filled in that basket, okay? Thank you. Okay. Now, in that one, you have a can opener. And of course, it's got to be in Seminole. All right. It's your responsibility to open up and dive into all of the duties that are referred to you as governor. So that can opener is going to come in very handy. Okay, in there also you have your own peeler. Okay. As the master baker at time, you may need to peel off a few more layers, that seem to be there, and you may have to fine-tune some of those items that have been chopped, ground, or zested. So you're going to need that. Also, in there you have your own whisk, right? As it's your responsibility to make sure that everything is clarified and completely blended, you're going to have to use that whisk and have it with you at all times. And finally, your last item in there is your pot holder, because you're going to sometimes get a little close to the fire and we don't want you to get burned. Just carry that in there. Well, there you have it. You got it. We're now completely equipped with our master baker and her assistants, and they're going to provide us with the very best they have to offer. But we have to get serious because she does need her food. On the serious side, would past Governor Freddie Dobson come up to Colleen, along with immediate past Governor Beverly Hardy? And would you do the honors of putting the pin on Colleen, our new governor? This isn't an easy task if you have never done it before. I'd like to let you know. I'd like to ask our governor and our board one more time to make this statement before us. Do you accept the duties to serve as the board of directors for the 2013-2015 biennium? I do. Thank you. And to the membership, I'd like to ask you, do you agree to support, communicate, and implement the decisions made by this newly installed board of directors?
I do.
And it was now with great pleasure that I hereby declare that Colleen Duras, Governor 2013 to 2015 of the District 3 and her board of directors are installed. Just a moment, please. Would you mind if one of our club members, Nancy Jones, has a gift from our club for Colleen? You can come back up here. Thank you.
Before I get to go to all my thank yous, I have to first acknowledge two very important people in my life. I'm sorry. Okay. They're my parents, Harold and Doreen Duras, who they're not here, you can't see them, but they're in my iPad right there. I do have a disabled brother that my parents and I do not leave at the same time, so they could not make it here this evening. It's a little far to go for an evening dinner from Ocala to Asheville. So my best friend, Laura Doran, I also call her Skeeter. She traveled up here with me and has had me calm, and is holding my parents right now.
Quite literally.
Very much. I do want to also, well, and I have to say one thing about the Skyping. I think I have some angels in my life. One of them is named Angela Perry, and the other one's my assistant, Angie, in my office. They both are the ones that encouraged me and said, hey, just Skype them in. So I taught my parents to Skype, and here they are. And I'm so glad that they could be a part of this. And it also is going to come in handy when I go to New Zealand. My parents are very special people. They've been married for 62 years. Impressed by my cross-stitch talent, my painting talent on my glass. I received that talent from my mother, who, with the help of my father, did something she hasn't done for me in 30 years, and she made my dress. I always like to say if there's some characteristic or some trait in me that you like, then I'm sure it came from one of them. If there's something in me you don't like, well, I'm sure I picked that up along the way, and it's not their fault. So Mom and Dad, thank you for Skyping in tonight. I love you. And anyone wants to meet them afterwards, they'll be hanging out on the iPad. The ceremony tonight and the incredible decorations are truly a prime example of members mattering. The things that we do for one another to feel special. I'm humbled and honored by my fellow Ocala Altrusans and overwhelmed by the effort they've put into this event. I really knew nothing about it, but I knew it was going to be special. Cindy Schad, who's been the main person behind this event, started planning it about a week after conference last year. They've been having secret meetings. Well, not secret, I just couldn't go to them. But it's been a full club effort, and my heart goes out to all of you, especially Cindy and Michelle and Scott and Nancy and Angie and Rhonda and Gloria and Brenda and all of you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I did not anticipate this, so thank you very much. But before I go on to any more, I have to acknowledge Governor Beverly, past Governor Beverly, who's done an outstanding job the last 2 years. And I've only been attuned to a fraction of what she's gone through. I know she has spent numerous hours and time giving to this district. She was faced with quite the challenge when she became governor, as I spoke about earlier today, because she had put everything on hold until we found out what the new branding was. And then once we got it, that pace just went on going. And Beverly picked up the pace and got right to it, and with her special style and grace, you know, she has the ability to talk everyone into anything. And she was the perfect person to tackle this transition phase. So I thank her personally for all she has done for us and all she has shared with me. It has been a wonderful experience, and I have learned so much from Beverly that has made my job stepping in as governor so much easier. Now I also know that she's only a text, a phone call, or a short drive away, so that I can come stay and find out if Dudley will let me come visit again. And then, of course, there's always that beach retreat I might need. Each biennium, it's the governor-elect's job to find the governor present. Luckily, the governor helps us with this task. And because of Beverly's background in finance and her love of the membership, what she wanted to do was establish a fund so that we could help members that may fall upon hard times. So we have established what we're going to call the BH Fund. It is the Big Heart Fund. And it's to be used to assist Altrusans with their international and district dues. Now, Ms. Parliamentarian, technically, I guess I probably need a motion to amend something previously adopted and something like that, but I think I could probably get unanimous consent on this one to add it to the budget. Thanks to the generosity of the membership of District 3, the BH Fund is starting with $3,000. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. You and I have had numerous discussions over the years about the International Foundation and the Lamplighter Program. And I thought it was time that I kick-started you into it, or we kick-started you into it. So again, thanks to the generosity of the membership of District 3, I have for you here a Lamplighter pin at level 2, partway to level 3. Wow. For our thanks to you for the job you have done for our district for the last 2 years.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're not sure yet. Governor Beverly, past Governor Beverly, it gives me great pleasure to present this plaque from Altrusa International in recognition of your service, 2011-2013, as District 3 Governor, and also as a dear friend.
Thank you.
The Big Heart Fund has been a dream of mine. Thank you for helping others. I've been so concerned in this economic recession we're in that we've lost some people that still want to be one of us. So now you've made it possible. It just shows, again, Altrusa's care. I mean, it's just wonderful. And the Lamplighters, oh, that's just over the top. I will wear it proudly, and it goes to such a tremendous, tremendous cause. Thank you so much, District 3.
I also want to recognize and thank the Waynesville and Asheville membership. Thank you for putting on a wonderful conference. You have done a tremendous job, and you have made this extra special for me. And I appreciate it. I know you didn't do it just for me, but I appreciate the job that you have done. I also want to thank the previous district board members and committee chairs. You will be a tough act to follow. And I want to thank those of you that have been agreed to serve for the coming biennium. Finally, I would be remiss if I did not recognize our esteemed past governors. After watching the governor's video presentation, it reminds me of what I like to call the GI factor. It's the governor influence factor. Whether it was serving as a member of one of your boards, having you convince me I needed to run for office, sharing a hotel room with me at my first convention, providing me advice or guidance as I worked my way into the governorship, or asking me to serve as international parliamentarian, you have all done a tremendous job in building this future leader. Thank you. What is even nicer is you are there for future reference, and as I found out this afternoon, I can call any of you at any time if I should need some advice. And for those of you in the audience, I give you a warning. If you don't want to participate beyond your club level, do not befriend a governor, past, present, or future. I hope that you all gained something from these past few days, whether it's a new friendship, a rekindled relationship, great pair of shoes, a Dillard's bargain, Biltmore memory, or information you can take back to your club, or some incentive or motivation to keep Altrusa strong. I hope you are refreshed, you're energized, and to take things back home, to take your Altrusa clubs to new heights. As noted earlier today, we need to continue to be conscious of our brand drivers. I have tried to develop a creative and memorable way for you to remember the clarity, the inclusion, and the flexibility, with the prime message being, members matter. Tonight before you, and my club didn't know I was doing this, are some simple M&M cookies. I baked these for each one of you. It's a small treat with a message, Earlier today, we had a variety of flavors that reminded us that members come in all different kinds. Tonight, I took the most basic form of an M&M and transformed it into another treat by adding some ingredients. Like your members can transform before you once you provide them with the ingredients to let their talent shine. What we can do for one another and with one another is amazing. What we can do for our communities is incredible. And what we can do when we work together is outstanding. We make a difference in our communities, not only in our communities, but in each other's lives. Don't you want to share that wonderful connection with others? I challenge you again to find someone to add to our Altrusa family. Both that person and we will benefit from their participation. I leave you tonight with more words from Mamie L. Bass. Let me be patient in defeat and humble in success. Let me seek not for rewards, for appreciation, or even for understanding, but let me seek rather to do the work that lies before me and to find in the right doing of the work the joy and satisfaction that passes understanding, until I too may say, I know what pleasure is, for I have done good work. Thank you.
Colleen, I'd like to present to you the embroidery done by one of your dear friends, Gail Magruder. And it became a traveling plaque with past Governor Cindy. I enjoyed it in my office. I know you'll hang it proudly in your office. So enjoy. And I would like to present you with your gavel. And I know you are going to be the absolute best governor ever. I'm so proud of you. We've had so much fun together. We've learned so much, everything. I just wish you the very, very best time and biennial effort.
Thank you. I think one more time I can call for announcements from Mary Howell.